We're going to start with just some gentle arm movement. And what you'll see and what you'll feel is that it's not just about the arms. As a matter of fact, it's really about your trunk and getting your rib cage warmed up. Allowing those arms to move and allowing those legs initially to not move. And then we're just going to gradually allow the feet to come off the ground. And it's just really developing that nice little beginner flow of motion. So get a comfortable stance. Imagine your feet are stuck to the floor and you're just gently swinging the arms. Notice the trunk and the torso are moving as well, even that turn in the knees and in the legs. And then we begin to increase that pace a little bit and begin to pull your feet off of that floor. And now they're not stuck anymore. Now you can begin to pick the feet up and start to just increase that pace gradually of the movement. Get creative, make it your own. I do this for about a minute or two just to get warmed up. Number two, the second thing is that I'm going to use a stick. Now this stick that I have is bamboo. I bought it at the farmer's market for 75 cents. So it's really light, and I like the fact that it's light because we're not trying to wield around a heavy stick. As a matter of fact, this is more for opening up. And as part of all movement is doing it, another part of it is allowing those muscles and those joints to receive that opening up. So that's what the stick's going to help you do. And this is another favorite of my pieces to do with the stick. It really helps out if you think about your entire below the collarbone ring, really. If you take that all the way around, even through your back, it helps to loosen up that area, and it really feels nice. So start with a grip wider than your shoulders, and then we begin to bring that right arm, you're bringing that right elbow up and over your head without allowing the head and the eyes to have to look down to accommodate. You want to be able to move those arms in this fashion without having to move the rest of your body. And then just switching it. And I just turn a little bit so you can see, really lifting up that armpit. Let that armpit get opened up. It's a great feeling all around your collar area. Okay, so follow me to the floor. We're going to get down and we're going to do some Pilates. Okay, so the next three exercises we're going to do on the floor. The first one is called roll-up, and roll-up is what I like to call the Pilates version of a sit-up. Folks that come into the studio, and some of them that forget what to do at home, they always remember roll-up. They actually like roll-up. It feels really good. It's not only working from your core and your core, it's a really nice stretch to the spine. The second piece is part of what's called the stomach series. It's some straightforward abdominal work, Pilates style. And then the last piece is called shoulder bridge. It's really nice because you lift from your bottom up in a lying down position. So I'll show you. So getting a place on the floor, keeping those feet flexed, and as you begin to roll up, you're actually leading with the top of your head. You want to keep those arms in front of you. I stop at the top just so you can see how that roundness occurs, and then slowly beginning to bring yourself down. You're not falling back down. Same when you come up. Begin an inhale, and then that exhale gets you through that body movement of curling up. Take an inhale, and then exhaling, you're rolling yourself back down again. Imagine the back of the legs, they're really reaching down towards the floor, so that you have an imaginary line from the heels all the way up to the crown of the head, getting that work, getting that stretching, and getting that movement. We begin next two parts of the stomach series. This first one is called a single leg stretch. One hand on your ankle, the other hand on that knee, and that's to keep it in alignment. The other leg is reaching out long. You are curled up, top of the head to the ceiling. And then switch that. And notice the only things that are moving are your arms and your legs, not your head and not your trunk and your torso. So the leg that reaches out is directly oppositional to the leg that you're pulling in. And all in your trunk, your core, needs to absorb that, needs to get that movement, staying strong and stable. Next we go into the double leg stretch. You can continue from here, keeping the head up, or put your head down if your neck feels a little tired. As you lift your head back up, the top of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. Your inhale will take the arms and the legs away from center. Exhaling, circling and sweeping those arms back. Inhale as you exhale, feeling as if you're pulling your belly button right in towards that floor. The legs stay together. Your eyes stay either towards your abdominal area or right towards those inner thighs. Avoid looking at the ceiling, it'll just put you in your neck. This is a great stomach series. Last is shoulder bridge. Comfortable place on the floor, feet lined up, square stance. You're taking an inhale, and as you exhale, you're lifting off your tailbone, your waistband, and pieces of your back so that you come to distribute your weight on your shoulder blades, on your head, and on your feet. Reach those arms out nice and long. Take another breath in, and then your exhale brings you back down. And since I have a striped shirt on in this photo, think of it as when you exhale to come up, you're lifting off a couple stripes at a time off the floor. Feeling that length in your neck, taking an inhale, and then your exhale again brings you back down, evenly and equally distributing that weight on both sides of your body. Okay, so there is some Pilates exercises blended with some other movements using sticks and just using body weight. So it's simple, it's creative, and it keeps you moving.